Thank you so much for speaking with me today. It's an honor and a pleasure.
Thank you.
To kick things off, Chapelwaitte is your first Stephen King adapted project. So what was it like to play in the world of all that horror and madness?
I'm thrilled that I had a chance to step into a bit of Stephen King's mind and the world that he's created. And he has such a wonderful storytelling ability and such a cinematic, visual, tangible quality in his writing that I just love it. And I guess I'm into creepy, dark, foreboding surroundings that are, I think that's always been something that I've been allured by. So yeah, it's really exciting. I mean, there's so much about playing Charles Boone that I really appreciated and cherished, and I feel even grew from as a man, because he really represents a fortitude that I aspire to have in my own life, right? A sense of discipline and an ability to persevere and a pragmatic approach when shit hits the fan, and all of these things that are the makings of a leader. And in spite of his many flaws, and I think that is very true to life, that our leaders are flawed and our heroes are flawed, and it was exciting for me to be able to portray a character in that sense that kind of represents all of this darkness, that inner turmoil, as well as the darkness that's coming for everybody in the world. Charles has got plenty of his own to contend with. So that for me was really an exciting challenge, and it was difficult, but it was very pleasurable in a weird way.
Well, I know we only have like a minute or two, but one thing I wanted to ask is, there are two scenes that had me like visually and just be like, and one of them had to do with the worms, and another one had to do with you taking an ice bath. Were the worms real, and was that an actual ice bath, and how was that? Okay, the worms were real for the most part. I mean, the worms, like I had a worm up my nose. Yes, that was my suggestion, by the way. But yes, that was challenging. But I felt would be more horrible to see. I mean, they did a wonderful job. We have some amazing, VFX work, but the bath full of worms was a real bath full of worms, and wow.
The worms falling on me, etc., were real worms. Yeah, we had a worm wrangler.
You always got to have a worm wrangler on set.
COVID compliant worm wrangler.
Well, thank you so much for taking this time. Big fan of Stephen King, big fan of the short story, big fan of the whole thing. Cannot wait for everybody to see it. And it's been a pleasure. So thank you.
Yeah, thanks so much.
Of course. Stay safe.
Thanks, Anna. Bye.
Bye.